It is dinner theater like no other, and Nashville is the first city in the nation to experience it. We are talking about a 6-course dinner guided by a 3D animated chef.
It's really, really cool. It's called Dinnertime Stories, and it's already in Europe and Dubai and China, and now it's making its North American debut at the Standard Restaurant in downtown Nashville. We were invited to a preview. Take a look.
I would like to welcome you, my esteemed guests, to my restaurant. Bonjour et bienvenue. I'll be your chef for the evening. They call me Le Petit Chef. Many years ago, I was actually born and raised in Marseille, France. For as long as I can remember, I always had a passion for food. So it was a natural choice for me to open up my own food stand. I was about to give up my dream of becoming a great chef. But then I discovered the book of Marco Polo. Me, I started to dream about tasting the spices from India, the sweets from Arabia, and the wok from the Far East. In a moment of complete foolishness, I decided to set sail and start on a journey to discover the world.
Oh, I love this. This is the cutest thing ever. I'm watching it like my whole dinner table comes to life.
That is so cool. Joining us now is a member of the group who brought the 3D dinner concept to Music City.
We have David Fischette here with Go West Creative. So you brought in some of this. How did it go, first of all? Because this was opening weekend, right?
Opening weekend, it was great. We had our first news stories break on Friday night. So Friday night we had about half house, but we sold out on Saturday. Tickets have been going amazingly well. I think we sold 135 tickets just on Saturday.
So cool. So let's just take it. Let's start from the beginning, because it's a concept that you kind of got to wrap your head around. We saw the video, but when you sit down, you have a table setting in front of you and a book.
Yes, as you get there, every person's table setting is completely 3D mapped, and so you get there and you open your book, and as soon as you open the book, it comes to life with our little animated chef that you saw. Everything through 3D projection mapping.
Oh my goodness. And this is at the Standard, which is already beautiful, but then you walk in and you have this. So one of the first stops, what's the first city that you get to visit?
Oh, yeah. So he tells you the story how he's from Marseille, France. So we're in France, but then we go to Arabia, then we go to India, then we go to the top of the Himalayas, and then we go to China, and then we go back to France. And so each course is indicative of that region that we're in, and then the dessert, the final course, is a fusion of all the places that he was at.
Oh, that is such a cool concept, and so glad that you brought it here. You also, we were watching some of the dry ice.
Right.
So brought a little bit.
So it's more than just the video elements. Everything is completely interactive, and the woman that created this in Dubai, Nadine Bashir, she created this with every course being experiential. So your first course, when he's in France, he packs up and he goes on a little boat. He takes his little suitcase. So your first course comes in the little suitcase.
Oh my goodness!
But when you're at the top of the Himalayas, we want you to feel what it's like on the top of the Himalayas, and so the dry ice pours over the entire table, right? And so it becomes this experience for all the guests, because you're sitting at communal tables. These aren't just little 4-tops.
Yeah.
So we have one 16-top and one 18-top.
Now, is this for everybody, or do you have an age? Range?
We had children this weekend. I would say anybody.
Do you welcome children?
I think
that's really what I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Do you welcome children, or would you prefer a certain?
I think if you're 9, 10-year-olds and above, I think you're great. Okay. I don't think you're going to enjoy as an adult. I don't think you'll enjoy the evening as much if you're having to worry about toddlers.
Right. And maybe respectful to the other people who are in the communal table.
Sure.
So you're like, you can say that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'll take that leap and say.
The other fun thing about it is you get these travel journals, which are soaking wet right now because I didn't pour that very well. But everybody gets these travel journals, and you get to make comments about each course, and people write down what they're thinking. But these get delivered each course, and then they get picked up, and then you get a different one. So you get to read what everybody around you is writing, and those are people from the last week. So it's
what's the time frame? What's from start to finish? Like what type of commitment?
It's about 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours.
And 6 courses. Dinnertime Stories in the footsteps of Marco Polo, featuring La Petite Chef. It runs through March the 17th at the Standard Restaurant downtown.
What a cool experience. There is one seating. It's at 6:30 on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and 2 seatings at 6 and 8:45 on Friday and Saturdays. Buy those tickets online. Just search for Dinnertime Stories. That's at Eventbrite. eventbrite.com. So go to Eventbrite, find it there. You can also find them on social media as well. Very, very cool. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming in. Good
Thank
to
you.
see you. All right, after the break, we've got details on this weekend's Wine, Women, and Shoes event, how you can shop, sip, and eat while supporting a wonderful cause.